Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the master classes for the Academy of Commerce and Accounting. Okay, guys, again, we are going to have online classes moving forward. If you are interested, please do contact us. The dates are given below and they go for 1,250 per subject, and we are going to have them for all the exam sittings, guys. And again, we are going to be having the master classes. Okay, so with the master classes, they're going to have it for a period of a week. That's why we just go and we prepare you for the exam. Okay, next thing, we're also going to be having a graduation ceremony. Please do join us for that. If you have qualified for those qualifications that are mentioned below there, please get in contact with us and we'll give you more information on that. Okay, and remember, you do not necessarily have to be a student with us to qualify for this. Okay, so again, please go and like our Facebook page, the Academy of Commerce and Accounting. We will share a lot of information on this page. So what I want to do now is I want to start with the class for today for financial statements partnerships. Okay, so below there, there's the question. They say the following balances was taken from the book of Ronson and Devil. Balances in the general ledger of Ronson and Devil at the financial year end 28 February 2019. So they've given us the balances and they've also given us some additional information. So they say to us, appropriation according to the partnership agreement as at the financial year end 28 February 2019. So interest on capital must be appropriated at 14% per annum. Capital account balances remain constant. Interest on drawings must be appropriated at 20% per annum, as if drawings were made 4 months prior to the end of the financial year. Interest on the current account must be appropriated at 15% per annum on opening balances. Both partners must receive an annual salary at the end of the financial year. B. Ronson receives 30,450, J. Devil 43,500, and then J. Devil must receive an annual bonus at the end of the financial year of 34,800. Okay, the remaining profit must be split between the partners in the following ratio. B. Ronson gets 3 pots and J. Devil gets 2 pots. You are also asked to open, post, and balance the following accounts in the general ledger of Ronson and Devil for the year ended 28 February 2019. Okay, so few things that you need to know. Current account is used to allocate certain pegs and penalties to partners. Okay, pegs will include interest on capital, positive current account balances, and salaries and bonuses. So interest on capital is the interest earned by partners on their contribution. Okay, penalties include interest on drawings and negative current account balances. So interest on drawings is interest paid by partners on money taken from the business. Okay, so partnership. So appropriation account is a final account used to close off all the individual salary or bonus accounts of partners, as well as the interest on capital account, current and drawing accounts. They by determining the remaining distributable profits to partners. So partnership. So remember, they asked you to open, post, and balance the following accounts in the general ledger of Ronson and Devil for the year ended 28 February 2019. So they've asked you for the appropriation account, the current account for B. Ronson, and the current account for J. Devil. Okay, what I want you guys to go and do here, please start by doing the current accounts. Okay, so first things first, when it comes to the current accounts, so I'm going to start with the current account for B. Ronson. Okay, so the first thing you're going to go and do is you're going to go and put the balance. Okay, so you're going to go and put in the balance. So you're going to have a balance brought forward for B. Ronson. So you'll notice the balance on the amount on the current account in the balances given is on the debit. It's on the debit side. So you must also put the you must also put the balance brought forward on the debit side in the general ledger, sorry. So next, you've got interest on capital. So interest on capital must be appropriated at 14% per annum, okay? So interest on capital must be appropriated at 14% per annum, and capital balances remain constant. So the first thing that you're going to do here is you're going to go and distinguish on which side is capital. Is it on the credit side or is it on the debit side? So you'll notice that in this case, it's on the credit side, right? So the interest on capital must be credited in B. Ronson's current account. And you need to go and calculate the interest on capital. So you're going to go and take the amount of 95,000 multiplied by 14%. And that's going to give you 13,300, okay? So next information, we're going to move to interest on drawings, okay? So they say to us, interest on drawings must be appropriated at 20% per annum as if drawings were made 4 months prior to the end of the financial year. So again, you need to go and identify on which side is drawings. Is it on the debit side or is it on the credit side? So in this case, it's on the debit side, okay? Remember, you must also include drawings. When it comes to drawings, so you're going to go and first debit drawings with 9,500. Then below, you're going to go and debit interest on drawings. So the calculation for interest on drawings is going to be 9,500 multiplied by the 20% multiplied by 4 divided by 12. And that's going to give us 633,33. Okay? So, next piece of information. They say to us interest on current account must be appropriated at 15% per annum on opening balances. Again, go and identify on which side is the current account for B. Ronson. It's on the debit side. So that means your interest on current account must be debited. Okay. So you'll need to go and calculate the interest on the current account. And that's 19,000 multiplied by 15%. And that's going to give you 2,850. Okay. So both partners must receive an annual salary at the end of the financial year. So salary of 30,000. So remember guys, with salaries, you're always going to go and put them on the credit side. So salary of 30,450 must be on the credit side of B. Ronson's current account. Okay. Then next, they say J. Devil must receive an annual bonus at the end of the financial year, 34,800. So B. Ronson does not get an annual bonus. So this will not affect him, okay? So this is how your current account is going to look like, okay? And remember, it is not complete. We are going to come back and complete it, okay? So now I want to go and do the current account for J. Devil, okay? So I want to go and do the current account for J. Devil. So the same steps are going to be followed, okay? So first things first, you're going to go and put the balance brought forward. So the balance brought down for J. So the balance brought the amount for the current account for J. Devil under the balances is 10,000, and it's on the credit side. So you must also go and put it on the credit side. So the balance brought forward for J. Devil, or the balance brought down, is going to be 10,000. Okay. Next, we've got interest on capital must be appropriated at 14% per annum. Capital account balances remain constant. So again, go and identify on which side is identify on which side is the capital. Okay, so you'll notice for J. Devil, it's on the credit side. So that means your interest on capital must be on the credit side. Okay, and you're gonna just go and take the 95,000 and multiply it by 14%, and that should give you the 13,300. Okay, so next piece of information is interest on drawings. So they said interest on drawings must be appropriated at 20% per annum as if drawings were made 4 months prior to the financial year. Okay, so on which side is drawings? So you'll notice that drawings is on the debit side. So you're first going to go and put in drawings on the debit side at 5,000, and then you're going to go and calculate the interest on drawings, which must also come on the debit side. So you're going to take the 5,000 multiplied by 20% multiplied by 4 divided by 12, and that's going to give us 333,33. Okay, so next information, they say to us, interest on current account must be appropriated at 15% per annum on opening balances. Okay, so you're going to go and identify on which side is the current account. So you'll notice that the current account for J. Devil is on the credit side. Okay, that means interest on current account must be on the debit side. So go and take 10,000 and multiply it by 15%, and that's going to give you 1,500. Okay, so next, remember what I said about salaries. Salaries must always be on the credit side. So they said to us, both partners must receive an annual salary. J. Devil receives an annual salary of 45,500, which must come on the credit side. Okay, then he also received the bonus. So the bonus must also come on the credit side. So you need to go and credit the bonus of 34,800. So when you're done with that, that's how your current account for J. Devil is going to look like. Okay, and again, this is not complete. Okay, so what I want to do now, I'm going to come back and complete this. So what I want to do now is I want to go and do the appropriation account. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to go and do in the appropriation account is you're going to put the profit and loss on the credit side of the appropriation account. So the credit and loss is found on the balances given in the question. Okay, so next thing, what you're going to go and do is all the accounts that were debited in the current account must be credited in the appropriation account, and all the accounts that were credited must be debited in the appropriation account. Remember, drawings does not go under the appropriation account, so you're just going to go and ignore drawings when you're dealing with the appropriation account. Only interest on drawings. Okay, so first things first, I want to now go and look at interest on capital. Okay, so interest on capital for both partners was credited. Okay, so if the interest on capital was credited, now you need to go and debit it. So go and add it together. It was 7,000 for the one and 13,300 for the other. Sorry, it was 13,300 for the one and 7,000 for the other. So go and add them, and you're going to go and put it on the debit side of the appropriation account. Okay, so next we've got interest on drawings. So interest on drawings for both partners was debited. So that means you must go and put it on the credit side of the appropriation account. Okay, so the one was 633,33 plus the other was 333,33, and that should give us 966,66, which must go on the credit side of the appropriation account. Okay, so next I want to move to the interest on current account. So interest on current account for B. Ronson is debited, and for J. Devil it is credited. Okay, can you see now there's a confusion. The decision that you need to go and make for the current account, okay, you're gonna go and use it based on the highest amount. Okay, the one with the highest interest on capital was B. Ronson. Okay, his one was 2,850, and it was on the debit side. So now you know that the interest on capital must come on the credit side. Okay, and then when you go and put in the actual amount, you're not going to add them now. You're gonna go and find the difference. You're gonna say 2,850 minus 1,500, and that should give you 1,350. Okay, so next you've got salaries. Salaries for both partners are on the credit side of the current account, so you need to put them individually on the debit side, guys. So you're gonna put salary for B. Ronson and salary for J. Devil on the credit side. Annual bonus for J. Devil was put on the credit side, so it must go on the debit side of the appropriation account. So you're gonna go and put it in the appropriation account. Okay, so now that you've went and you put the debits and the credits, okay, where they're supposed to be, you now need to go and calculate the final distribution of profit. Okay, so what you are going to do here is you're going to go and add everything on the credit side, and you're going to go and deduct everything on the debit side of the appropriation account. Okay, so far the amounts that we have on the appropriation account is 435,000, which is on the credit side, plus 966.66 plus 1350. So those are on the credit side, and deduct all the amount on the debit side. So minus 20,300, minus 30,450, minus 43,500, minus 34,800. That's going to give you 308,266.66. Okay, so now you've got the final distribution. Okay, so now you need to split the final distribution of the profit between the partners according to their ratios. Okay, so remember the ratio is 3 to 2. So B. Ronson gets 3 parts of the 5. How did I get the 5? I just went and added the 3 plus 2. Okay, so B. Ronson is going to get 3 parts of the B. Ronson is going to get 3 parts of the 5. So you're going to go and take the final distribution of 308,266.66 and multiply it by 3 divided by 5. And that's going to give you 184,960. Okay, then you need to go and put the 184,960 in the appropriation account on the debit side as current for B. Ronson. Okay, you must also go now, because remember we did not complete the current accounts. Okay, you must also go and put that 184 on the current account of B. Ronson on the credit side. Double entry accounting. If you debit the one, you must go and credit the other and balance the current account. But I'll get to the balancing of the current accounts. So now let's go to J. Davel. So remember, J. Davel gets 2 parts of the 5, and so we're gonna go and say 308,266.66 multiplied by 2 divided by 5, and that's gonna give us 123,306.66. Okay, so you need to go and put the 123,306.66 in the appropriation account on the debit side as current account J. Davel, and in J. Davel's current account you're gonna go and put it on the credit side as appropriation account. So again, that's just double entry accounting, and when you're done with that, you're gonna go and balance that. Okay, so back to the appropriation account. After putting all those amounts, you're gonna go and add the credit side, and you're gonna go and add the debit side. The totals are supposed to be the same, guys. So that is how it's going to look like. Your totals are supposed to be the same. That's how you're gonna know you did it correctly. My totals are 437,316.66. Okay, so now let's go and complete our current accounts. Okay, so first things first, you need to remember to record the profit splits calculated on the credit side of each of the partners' current accounts. Now you need to balance it. Okay, so after you've added those, you need to go and balance it. Okay, so how do you go about doing that? So I'll start now with balances for B. Ronson. You're gonna add all the amounts on the debit and the credit side, right? So now I've went and I've added the amounts on the debit side, and they've given me 31,983.33. I've added the credit side, which has given me 228,710. Okay, so remember you have to add the appropriation on the current account, okay, for B. Ronson. So the side that's got the highest amount is the credit side. Okay, so that means you're gonna use its total as a total for both sides. So the total for both sides is going to be 228,710. The side with the smallest amount is the debit side. So above the totals, you're gonna go and add a balance carried forward. Okay, so the balance carrying forward is just the balancing amount, and then how are you going to calculate that? It's going to be the difference between the two totals. So that's 228,710 minus 31,983.33, and that's going to be 196,726.67. Okay, so this is how the current account for B. Ronson is going to look like. After you put in the balance carried down of 196,726.76 on the debit side, you're going to come back and put it on the credit side below the totals as a balance brought forward 196 or brought down 196,726,67. Okay, so again, you're going to go and do the same steps on the current account of J. Davo. Okay, so again, you're going to go and add the debits and the credits. So on the debit side, my total is 5,333.33. Then on the credit, my total is going to be 220,106.6. So remember, you have added appropriation account on the current account of J. Davo. Okay, again, the highest side must be put a total on both sides. In this case, the highest amount is 220,000 from the credit side. Okay, so you're gonna go and put it as a total on both sides. The lowest amount needs to get the balance carried down, which is the debit side. So just above the totals, you're gonna go and write balance carried down. And the balance carried down is calculating by getting the difference between the 228,710 minus 31,983.33, which is 196,726.67. Okay, so, and then again, remember, the balance carried down must now come on the debit and the balance carried down must come on the credit side as a balance brought down. So it's going to be 214,773.33. Okay, so that is how your question is going to look like. So below, I have added a question for you guys to go and do, just to practice to see if you understand what we've done here. Okay, so that's going to be all for tonight.